Hello and welcome back to another video on a WrestlePlay and to NXT Out of 10. Yes, a huge show today. We've got Rhea Ripley v Dakota Kai, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Drake Maverick and Killian Dane. And we're building up to New Year's Eve on January the 6th. So, fairly big show, pretty stacked, I must say. Let's get straight into it with the tag title match. Dane and Maverick went for some tables as the match began, before we returned from the commercials to see Lorcan whipping Drake with a belt before Dane came to the rescue. Pretty back and forth between that. There's a huge spot where Killian Dane went through a table, and in the end that was it. Burch came in with a cricket bat and hit a tandem DDT on Maverick for the win. I'm going to give this 6.75 out of 10. Fast-paced, entertaining match to kick off the show. Love it. Moving on now to the next match on the card. Jake Atlas versus Swerve Scott. Scott was dominating early on before Atlas managed to hit a dragon screw and kind of turn it round. Scott, however, got back in control, and after a little back and forth, Scott had a confidence boost for the win. I'm going to give this 6.25 out of 10. Just a general cruiserweight match, really entertaining. It was a fun match, I suppose. Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream had an argument backstage leading to their match later before we got Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai was in control early on before Ripley was in an armbar. Before Ripley did manage to just about get on top, she locked in a reverse cloverleaf and threw a Riptide to get the win. Gonzalez was just about to fight Ripley after the match, but before it was all broken up. I'm going to the 6.5 out of 10. Building the match and a good match, so overall pretty good, I would say. Toni Storm announced she was coming for Io Shirai's Women's Championship before Bronson Reed made his return to TV and managed to just destroy Anshanti D Adonis with a huge tsunami for a quick win. Interesting to see what Bronson Reed does when he comes back. I'm a huge fan of his, but this was just a pretty generic squash match, so I can only really give it a 6 out of 10 if I'm being honest. Ladies Martinez insulted Io Shirai before we quickly moved on to Timothy Thatcher v Leon Ruff. Once Johnny Gargano wished us all a Merry Christmas and they all received gifts, but there's nothing too big to write home about. Before we saw Thatcher dominating Leon Ruff, he locked in a hold whilst yelling for Ciampa to show up. Back in the ring, Ruff managed to get the upper hand and went for an inside cradle to pick up a surprise win. I'm going to give it 6.25 out of 10. Thatcher was beating down Ruff afterwards before Ciampa accepted a fight. Two great wrestlers. I can't really see them battle. Tyler Rust then took on Oriya Daivari. Rust had the upper hand early on and went for a series of kicks before locking in a submission, which Daivari quickly tapped out for, handing him a big win. And I'm really interested to see where they're going with Rust, to be honest. I really like his new character. So I'm going to give it a 6.25 out of 10, I think. That was Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream. Very back and forth match early on. Dream was hit with a super kick, however, and Cole locked in a figure of 4 as the match kind of got a bit more open. Drew used an opportunity when the ref was always down to lock in a near fall. However, Adam Cole kicked out. Dream got caught in another super kick off the dive before Adam Cole picked up the last shot for the win. This gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Really quality match to finish off NXT. Overall, I'm going to give NXT this week a 6.5 out of 10 from me. It was an okay show, I suppose. Not the best NXT I've ever seen. Not the worst NXT I've ever seen. It did look quite a stacked card on paper, but some of the matches were okay. Maybe not delivered quite as expected, but it was a fine show, I suppose. But the winner of the Wednesday Night War, for me, both shows were so evenly matched this week, but I'm just going to edge it to AEW. They probably have a slightly weaker card, just building towards the next few shows for them. So I think they probably did a slightly better job of it, but it's really close, but I am going to hand it to Dynamite. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave me your thoughts in the comments down below, and follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my other channels on the screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.